Welcome back to Charlotte, North Carolina. Week 2 of the PLL coming to an end. The fans are ready for the fourth of 4 games here in the Queen City. It's the Chaos and the Cannons, both seeking their first win of the season. Another veteran, he's the oldest player in this league.
Watch your mark!
Wraparound score, Chase Frazier. Welcome back to the PLL.
Same shot we saw earlier today from Matt Rambo from the other side. Why is this working?
Yeah, it's because defenses are sitting on their strong hands. You're sitting on Frazier's right, just basically daring him to go left-handed. So it's like, well, if you're going to just give me this pathway, I could get upfield, and by going with this backhand shot, I still am shooting kind of top side. I have plenty of angle.
Goodrich, one of the top shorties.
Damn!
And Goodrich,
Wow,
slams him to the ground. That will draw flags.
that's ridiculous.
Shot from the wing, and a score. 2 for Frazier in his return. 2-0 Chaos.
Out of the scramble. Chaos get lucky.
Foul on the play was a hold on the Cannons. It gets wiped out. Good goal, even face-off.
Goodrich.
That was a suplex more than a hold.
He is an animal. The first time, he does great job defense. This is a slap check, and he's underneath and just lifts him from the armpit area.
The ball kind of pops loose. Frazier, Johnny on the spot, picks it up and delivers with some authority.
Nolting bouncing off his defender, right hand into the body of Reardon. Feeding inside, no.
Piper save.
I think Gittleman had that.
That's something special.
Yeah.
Cloutier, here's the left hand. Easy save for Gittleman, who read it all the way. Burn against Ethan Rawl, and Rawl with the trail check takeaway.
Look out.
And this one is picked up by Troy Ray.
Clean stops. If Gittleman can make some clean stops.
Jackson against Fairman, flags down. And the ball finds the back of the net out of the scramble.
It's the best Chaos offense. Kyle Jackson, draw a hold, then lose the ball so that your righty wing can bury it.
This is like watching 5th grade lacrosse out at the rec field. Zip it. Kyle Jackson's been a pinata. Both times he's gone in the net.
Hold on the Cannons. It gets wiped out. We have a good goal. We'll have a face-off when we come back from the media timeout.
But what he's done is he suckered the defense into overplaying him when he falls on the ground, and twice loose balls have skipped right out to the wing. Watch it. Pinata time by Jackson. He gets flattened, but watch this ball has eyes. Has eyes of a Chaos player. Look at him. Watch it kick out here to the wing.
Oh, does Jackson goose it?
No.
Turnover.
Rowlett has his pass picked off.
As opposed to being
pipe.
stationary
Yeah,
indoors.
exactly.
Donville spins away from trouble. Here's a chance. And Aslanian, Chris Aslanian, not Pat, gets the Cannons on the board.
Unlock this Chaos defense. Like, how many guys could win that one-on-one matchup?
There's Rowlett, the rookie out of Michigan, and he scores! Make it, take it, turn it, rake it.
I'll tell you, if they're gonna get this level of production from Rowlett week to week, like this bodes very well for Chaos.
72% a week ago. Tucks his shirt in so the opposing Fogo can't grab at it. And I love it. It's a streamlined look. This one out the front side. The handle, the fake of the pass to the lefty break on the point, and then he pulls it and flips it.
Keelty now picked up by Fairman on the switch. 6 seconds. Byrne shoots, scores, going low on Gittleman. And it's all Chaos. Nolting bodying up using that big 6'2" frame. Feeds Holman, Reardon never saw it. A goal for Cannons.
And you could see the thought process with Nolting. He looks inside. Here hears Jim Mitchell on his shoulder saying, don't throw that pass, and he throws to the adjacent Holman. So watch this rollback. You're gonna see Nolting look inside here. Oh, that's right. Let's just throw to the open guy on the perimeter, and Holman with a nice little twister, beautiful stick angle to sneak this one by Blaze.
Drenner shoots on the run and scores over the left shoulder of Blaze Reardon. And the Cannons with a little momentum in the second quarter.
That was more questionable than a question mark.
Here's Resch. Inside, Frazier. A hat trick for Chase Frazier. Gittleman turns that one away. He mentioned that he has an encyclopedia of material on you, Quint. It was Campbell against C.J. Costabile. Aslanian over to Holman, shovels behind the cage, Nolting. Looking to shake Bowen, he does, and he finds Holman. Asher Nolting with a nifty move and a nifty feed, and Marcus Holman in the right spot. Cannons hanging around at 6'4".
And in this situation, I think an unnecessary slide. The Chaos are not known for supporting their defensemen. You're gonna see as Nolting goes, Newman helps here, and after the goal was scored, Newman kind of taps his chest like this, like, yeah, that was on me. I shouldn't have slid. You didn't really need it. And in doing so, kind of going outside the structure of their defense, you leave Holman wide open.
Bad slides create offense.
Finds Aslanian. Nolting, he's got to go against Newman. Nolting puts it on cage, and he scores!
Huge, huge. Clock's at zeros.
Now they'll look at this most likely.
Nolting's had a great half.
Yeah, and when they threw the ball back to him, I was kind of like, really? Like, I don't know how much time he's gonna have time, but
yeah,
oh, that counts.
Yeah,
that
for
counts.
sure.
It's a great move here underneath and a rollback right-handed. He gets upfield, creates enough separation and space.
Nolting, Aslanian, save Reardon.
Where to be, know where to look, know the read progression.
Here's Holman, gets inside. Does it count? It does. And from 5-1 down, the Cannons pulled to even. We saw this last night. Redwoods were down 6-0 against Water Dogs, ended up coming back to win the game.
This is about recognition, about realizing that you've got a matchup superiority, and I'm going to capitalize on it.
And Holman, the energy that he plays with, he leaves everything out on the field, and he plays with such joy.
And it's always been that way.
Yes.
It has always been that way. When he played at Gilman, the head coach at BL was Bob Shriver, and Shriver used to detest Marcus Holman, just referee fatigue.
Burn, left hand free, Gittleman's there. Gittleman has settled down after the first quarter. Holman, Aslanian fires one low, and there is a goal. It snuck through. Cannons leading for the first time today.
Chaos suddenly stuck on 6. They've got one goal in about the last 20 minutes, and this is as soft a goal as you'll ever see score against Blaze Reardon.
It looked like he was surprised for a moment. He let that one in.
Just from inside the arc. Nice level change, but a left-handed take. And he gets a piece of it. He's just a little late. What's goal cam show? He's on it, just a hair late.
Aslanian can shoot. He can shoot the rock right upfield off of that.
Burns setting up camp outside the arc, now works it inside. And stings the top shelf.
This is
Lulled, Pulver in, and then a lightning quick release.
so hard for the goalie to track this ball in his pocket because he's basically turning towards the net, using his body to protect the ball in the vision of the goalie.
Yeah, freeze it right here. The key for them is just spacing. Can you actually create space for Josh Byrne? This possession, they don't have that 3-man game going. guys are out of the way so he can just dodge one-on-one. Newman
wants it. Newman wants it. He was open. They didn't see him. Newman's still open. Now he gets it. Newman fires. Goal! Jared Newman from the outside. He was calling for it. They finally found him.
I mean, you can see this coming from a mile away. They had him, then they didn't have him, and then they had him again. You could see Rawl try to get there in time. And earlier, the Cannons defensively, I think it was Sullivan, he actually started flying upfield in anticipation, the gravity of Newman. Then he had to recover back because the ball actually got thrown closer to the goal, and that freed up Newman later in the possession.
Skip pass, far side. Shot on the run, there's Minikis. And that's 4 straight points for Chaos.
2 things here, Ryan, that I want to ask you about. No pick for Minikis, and then putting him in a different area, up on kind of the high wing area with more real estate.
Yeah, he's playing within the framework of their offense. Why he has a short stick is because they're pulling Kyle Jackson because they want to eliminate the big little between Jackson and Byrne. So that trickle-down effect then puts a short stick on Minikis. I like kind of the window dressing on the left side. Get it to your playmaker with space.
You can see his acceleration is something unique to this Chaos offense.
Here comes Kelly, a threat off a face-off win. Now Reese from the outside, a 2-pointer. It's 10-9.
That just blew the under out of the water. These twos. I love what we're seeing in terms of the transitional long poles now, following a play and being a threat with the two.
But this strategy is sitting there for the Cannons. You've got Kelly, post-win can stay on, and you've got Reese, long range. He is a legit 2-point threat, an original member of the Chaos Bomb Squad.
And Ryan, there's Kelly's value. He's not going to be a high percentage guy, but he can create offense. How about this? We're just trading shots from the outside. Is this a 1 or a 2? That's the discussion. And they will say it is a 1.
When he puts it on net, Quint, it's pretty hard to stop. He's got a silky smooth release. It's just a matter of accuracy. Let's take one more look on this plant.
Will Perry. Oh, the toe grazes that white line. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a 1.
Wow, there's some...
Feet in front, Cloutier behind the back. Sports Center top 10 worthy, Chris Cloutier.
Chaos don't score in a seemingly eternity, and then now they can't keep the ball out of the cage.
There was a lot of jousting going on during this possession. Guys, look at the pushing, look at the cutting. It's getting nasty inside. They easily could have called any of that.
Yeah, it's Frazier with a bee sting pick, so he kind of sticks out his butt to get a rub of Cloutier's defender. That's what gets Keelty off his line, is this little bee sting pick by Frazier.
2-0. There's Ryan Smith. He was covered, it didn't matter. He got it off and scored. And the margin is now 4.
Kind of a soft goal here. Not a lot on this.
Smithers gets to the middle, just rolls his way front center, and out of a massive body, he does ping the corner here.
Yeah,
and this ball's got some yank on it. Tough to track. Looked like a little like Zed Williams in game 1 today, just the way he kind of.
And at that point, there's not enough juice left in the clock.
The rookie Campbell, and that one trickles in. Inside the arc, it's 13-10.
Matty Campbell right inside the arc. A lot of daylight, too much daylight. Somehow squeaks that by Chaos. Cannon's trying to tighten it up.
Behind the cage is Lonnie, and here's a good look. Reardon turns it away. Here comes Ryan Smith. Goodrich got in his grill. Gittleman out of the cage, and it's picked up by Rawl. Now Drenner up top. And Donville finishes. A power play goal makes it a 2-point game with 2:50 to go.
You got two actions going on here. You'll freeze it right when we get here. That little flip, fake flip. Now you've got Donville. Look at this open area right here in the middle. So that's the read. There's a little confusion on that flip, fake flip. And Donville sneaks in right behind. Fooled me, apparently, because I had the pass coming from the wrong guy.
I thought it was coming from Aslanian as well.
That's got to be Newman.
Nolting, Matt Cavanaugh, Reardon another save. Renner goes to work on Geddes. Now Campbell, that's a 2, scores! The rookie ties it at 13.
This was executed to perfection. The key here is the down screen, and I think it was Marcus Holman who set it up about 10 yards north of the goal line extended. He basically pass protects or blocks for the lob feed up front for the 2.
You got to respect Drenner as a Dodger. You could see Holman snowplow in front. And what I love about Campbell is he catches this with depth, such that when he then steps in, there is no problem with the 2. So really good by Campbell, making sure, hey, I want to catch this high enough so I can get a full windup.
And 2 weeks in a row now, Blaze has struggled with 2s off the high bounce shot variety. Off the wide look, you can see on the left side of your screen, look at all the interference they run for Campbell.
Keelty.
Saw a lot worse on the 2 by Campbell.
Here comes Drenner. Fakes the pass, Drenner down the alley, Reardon with the save. Reardon the outlet the other way. Out of bounds to Smith. Here's a shot, oh, that would have been for the win. Whew. Up top to Jackson. Right back to Byrne, shot clock at 6. Down to 5, Byrne sneaks inside and wins it for Chaos.
He doesn't need a pick. He doesn't need it. He just needs space. And frankly, he didn't have a lot of it here. He's dodging in a phone booth to get back to the middle to get his hands free.
Kind of an S dodge. He is super slippery. I mean, he's got like just this flow to him. He's kind of wormy, almost a little like Connor Fields, and Andy Towers with a smirk had it all the way. The sweat tells a different story, Coach. Josh Byrne looked good all day long, I thought.
His size, his speed, his athleticism, and his skill, that combination, look at that. Lower in the boom. You can see Reese try to then slide and recover, yeah.
Right here, the confrontation, got away with a Ward. I mean, there's one hand off the stick. He's almost pushing him off like a running back with a stiff arm.
Pulver loses his feet underneath of him. Based off of that, he completely loses his leverage.
But great balance. Great balance by Byrne.
A nice little Saturday, huh? Chris Gray wins the first game in the final 20 seconds. Byrne, the overtime winner. Stadium next week when the PLL takes its road show to Columbus. No shortage of magic, imagination, creativity, wizardry. No shortage of drama either. 6 games decided by 1 goal in the first 2 weeks of this season. For Quint, Ryan, and Katie, I'm Anish. That does it here in Charlotte. Chaos, the winner in overtime to wrap week 2.